Did you have paper, pencil? Grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, copy this down, please. The only thing I'm asking you to do right now is to copy this down somewhere. Everybody. All right, so here are your notes for sales tax. Okay, sales tax. Everyone pays sales tax. When you go to the store and you buy anything, you're going to be charged sales tax. To buy this pen, I had to pay sales tax. To buy this notebook, we had to pay sales tax, okay? The chair you're sitting on right now, or couch, or bed, whatever you're sitting on, the floor, someone had to pay sales tax for that. So it's everywhere. Okay, sales tax. So the first step for sales tax is to take your price and you're going to multiply it by your percent, but it has to be written as a decimal. Okay, this will give you your tax amount. Okay, so first step, take the price of whatever you want to buy and multiply it by your percent written as a decimal. Can you use a calculator? Yes, 100%. Okay, once you have that, step number 2 is to take your price and you're going to add your tax amount. So this is the difference. Here in discount, we would have subtracted, but because it's sales tax, we're going to actually add. So you're going to add the tax amount, not subtract it, but add it. This will give you your total cost, okay? Because I'm sure that you've all been to the store, you saw this like pair of jeans maybe, or a pair of shoes, and the price tag said $19.99. And when you go to the cash register, they ring you up, you're not paying $19.99, right? All of a sudden they tell you, oh, you owe us $21.60. And you're like, but the price tag says $19.99. What happened? What happened was they added the sales tax. And a lot of you are aware of that, especially if like you save your money to buy things. If you want to buy a video game that costs $65, you know that you have to save more than $65, right? Because at the end of the day, it's going to cost you more because of sales tax. All right, I got something to show you. So 9%, this is where kids mess up a lot. 9% is written as a decimal as 0.09. You can have a 0 in the front, that's fine. Okay, so the first step, step number 1, is to take your price of $32,110 and multiply it by 0.09. Now, I'm not asking you to do this by hand. I'm asking you to grab your calculator. It's either you Google search it on your iPad calculator, you grab your phone, that works too. So I'm going to type this in, 32,110. You do it as well, so you practice typing it into your calculator. Times 0.09. Make sure you have that extra 0 right there. Equals, and write that down, 2889.9. So $2,889.90 is your tax amount. So you're going to pay in taxes to buy this car. You're going to pay an additional $2,889 just in taxes. Just in taxes. Now we get to add $32,110, add your tax. Notice how I'm lining up the decimals here. And I'm going to add this. Now you can just add it to your calculator. That's okay. So $32,110 plus $2,889.9. That gives me a total of $34,990. So instead of paying just about $32,000, I had to pay about $35,000 with taxes. That doesn't include registration and other stuff that you have to pay. So save your pennies, kids. Save your pennies. All right, so this is a car. So if you go buy a car, you do end up paying taxes on it. So is it best for me to go buy this car in Costa Mesa and save a couple $100? Maybe. All right. So let's say, what's another thing? Oh, let's say I want to buy a new phone. Okay? Let's say I want to buy a new iPhone. I want to buy the new iPhone, and let's say it cost $799 for this new iPhone because they're expensive. Okay? Now let's say I go to Costa Mesa, and Costa Mesa sales tax is about 7.75%, so we're going to say 8%. Okay, so we have an iPhone that costs $799 and the sales tax is 8%. Again, every time we go to the store, we're paying sales tax, so we can't avoid it. Unless you move to a different state, but that's, 8%. What is 8% written as a decimal? 0.08, 0.08, all right? So you have your information. The first step you're gonna do is take your price, $7.99, and you're gonna multiply it by your percent written as a decimal, 0.08. I do not want you to write this, I don't want you to do the math on paper. Grab your calculator, use it. Why? Because if you do this on Alex, they're probably gonna give you a calculator. If you get this on a test, they're gonna allow you to use a calculator. So might as well start using your calculator times 0.08. All right, so our answer for tax is $63.92. This is the tax amount. This is the extra money you have to pay when you buy things at the store. So, or even if you order stuff on Amazon, guess what? You get taxed on stuff from Amazon. So you can't avoid it. It's everywhere. All right, now your second step. You take your price of $799 and you're going to add, lining up your decimals, you're going to add your tax amount. I just did it by hand right now. So this is your total cost. This is when you go to the cash register, they're going to say, hey, you owe me $862.92. And then you hand them over the money. So imagine you're paying an extra $63, about $64 just in taxes to buy your iPhone. Now, you've all either have bought a cell phone or you know someone who has bought the new cell phone. So you're, when you look at it, we're like, oh, your friend's like, look, I got this new iPhone. Your cousin comes over and like, look, I got the new iPhone. Imagine that they just spent about $64 just in taxes. Imagine that. It adds up. And once you start working, you realize like, wow, how many extra hours do I have to work just to pay the taxes on it? Being an adult is great, kids. Yeah, it's great. You work so hard to pay taxes. All right, what's something else that you guys like to buy? What did we buy last week with the discount? Oh, we bought it. Oh, okay, let's see. This PC cost. Let's do this PC. So this PC cost $1,063.99. So, okay. And we have a sales tax, let's say, of 7%. Let's say we go to a city that has a very low tax rate of 7%. All right, let's do the math. So first step, 1,263.99 times 0.07. All right, grab a calculator, plug it in, figure out how much you pay in taxes. Oops. Make sure you add that zero. If you don't add that zero, you're talking about 70%, which is way too much money. All right, I got a decimal with a lot of numbers in the back, right? So what we have to do is we have to round. So we have to round to the nearest penny, which is the 7. So the 9 tells the 7 to do what? Does this 9 tell the 7 to go up or stay the same?
Go up.
Go up. So the 9 tells the 7 to go up to an 8, and then we just bring down the 4, bring down the decimal, 8, 8. So this is called rounding, right? We kind of talked about this yesterday. So when you get a number with a bunch of decimals, like numbers after the decimal, just round. Figure out which numbers are in your penny, look back, go up or stay the same. All right, now we're going to add plus 8848. Grab that calculator, add them up. 1263.99 plus 88.48. So we have 135247. This is your total cost. Total cost. Jason, remind me the MacBook for Wednesday or Thursday's example. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll do whatever topic we're talking about Wednesday or Thursday. We'll adapt it to the MacBook for sure. Because we need to go more. We need to just shop to you.